Hey everyone. So this is a video tutorial on how to get AVP points in Mass Effect Andromeda, and you could basically keep doing this glitch until you max out the AVP level cap, which is level 29. However, before we start this, there are two prerequisites. First of all, you have to progress enough through the storyline to unlock the Elaaden planet, and second, you need to complete the Flophouse quest. So let me show you where that is in the journal. So it's in my complete missions log now, but if you go all the way down, yeah, so you have to complete this quest because we'll be accessing the console that's only present at the end of the level after you've beat the boss for the flop house. So it's actually relatively easy to get this quest. So you could talk to the Solarian in the uh, place where that the Angaran runs in Paradise. I think he'll mark it on your map, or one of the Krogans in New Chichanka will also mark it on your map. Another thing you could do is like progress through that remnant device quest enough that it'll take you to the cavern in the flop house. But yeah, so however you get to the flop house, after you complete that quest, it won't be on your map anymore. So you could just drop a drop a map marker here, and then you could fast travel to this forward station and then drive there, or you could just drive there wherever you are in Elaaden. So, anyways, no, that's aside. So this is the entrance of the flop house. So you just walk through, and then let's run straight towards the living quarters here. All right. So once you get to this central area, take a right. And then so you see this big building like kind of in the middle. So we want to go in there. And so you could just go through the window here, and then you want to walk up these stairs, and then go through these doors. And yeah, if you remember, this is where you beat the final boss for this level. And then so even after all that, this console is still accessible. So if you just use it.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
So after her little dialogue, you should get the 300 AVP points. And then after this, you just save, and then you can load the save that you made. And then you could access the console again.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
And you'll get more AVP points again. So after a delay, and then you could overwrite your save, or you could make a new save, doesn't matter. And then you load it again. So
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
So we could access it again. Keep doing that. And yeah, so I gain more AVP points. Now I'm at level 26. If you saw my screen earlier, it was level 25. And you could keep doing this until you reach the AVP level cap. Also, if you don't want to keep saving and reloading, you could just fast travel to this forward station, drive back to the base, and then access the console again and fast travel again. But I find saving and reloading much faster. So since I started at level 25 AVP, I maxed it out using this glitch, and it took 20 minutes. After you get all your AVP, you could go back to the Tempest and basically get everything on the AVP shop.
The outstanding Pathfinder.
Yeah. So this is me after I maxed everything out. So yeah, you could basically buy all the perks that you needed. One last thing, this is on the latest patch. So if I click here, display capture. Alright, so prove that I'm on the latest patch, but my game version's entirely updated. This is unmodded. So yeah,